Hey, it's Mark here at Cedar Falls Farm. This will be video 3 of the series working on the 66 Ford Econoline van. I'm doing a little touch up with some Pour 15, trying to stop rust before I do anything else. So I'm gonna set this up and actually I might just hold it, let you see what I'm doing here. Probably better ways of doing this, but I have limited time and I want to make sure that I get this rust stopped, and then I'll go inside with the van and start doing some hammering and sheet metal work. But like a cancer, we want to stop this right away. I'm going to run some down this sill here too, because there are some rust spots in that seam. Again, I just want to try to stop this rust. Then we can take some little further action on stuff. Little spot here, stop some rust. I think I'm just going to kind of work my way around the van. It's actually not that bad. Seen a whole lot worse on newer vehicles too. This is where, over the years, in and out of the vehicle, rubbing the paint off. And it's been exposed for a number of years. I talked to my buddy Jeff down the street. His dad owned this. And he said it's probably been at least 25 years since it was on the road. But we'll slowly work our way back, get it on the road. I just don't want to rush into getting it started. You know, some people might say, well, why don't you try to start it before you waste a lot of time and effort? This van is going to run again. I can promise you that. Hopefully with the motor that's in it. If not, with a different motor, but it will run again. This is project worth saving. Thought about patina, and I didn't think about that too long. Patina's nice, but you know, I wanna get it back looking not new, but looking fresh. This is actually under the seat here. And the seat's out right now. I think I'm gonna have those refinished. I'm not gonna do it myself. There's a lot of things I can do and probably could do that, but I think I've got quite enough to tackle as it is. This looks pretty bad, but actually it's fairly solid. It's not, maybe one spot rusted through. It's been a long time since I've really gotten excited about a project. I enjoy doing projects I always have around the farm. I would have been doing a YouTube channel a whole lot longer, but we didn't have internet down here, and it's very difficult to do that kind of stuff. We have Starlink now. I had it for about a year and a half. I don't know if I'm going to do all this today. I'm going to a little touch up there to see how that does. Still got some more cleaning to do. This is bad up here. I want to soak it down good. I was wanting to work on this earlier, but I had a funeral to go to today. Lost an uncle. Last few years he's dealt with Alzheimer's. Been in care at a facility, assisted living. And it finally caught up with him. He was in his 80s. Good man. He was a Ford man through and through, so he would be happy with this van. I know. But I don't have that same kind of allegiance to the manufacturers. I just like working on old stuff. Trying to keep it running, keep it relevant, keep some history alive. Yeah. I got some Pour 15 on my shirt, so my shirt won't rust now. Yeah, let's go up top side a little bit. I really need to get in that rain channel up there. I'll do that when I pull it down. I'm going to paint the whole top. I've got a couple of holes to redo on it as well. Yeah, I would have probably been better off to put on the head strap for this camera. That way, the direction I'm looking is the direction the camera is pointing. Okay. I'm going to set this up. There we go. Maybe you'll be able to see without me wiggling it all around here. Old sweaty arms from a long time ago. Rusting out the door there. Some of those folks that drove this van when it was with Riegel Textile are no longer with us. And some I hope to share it with once I get it running. Maybe a coat of paint on it. That's going to take some metal work and some Bondo work right there. That's in pretty bad shape. Yeah, this section right here. This, I don't know, that's going to take metal work. It's going to take Bondo work. That's going to take metal and some Bondo and fill-in work. So if there's anybody just starting and watching, wondering why is he painting this with a paintbrush, this is not the final paint. All this is stopping rust. It's a long ways from body prep and primer and painting. But man, this is like cancer on a vehicle. And I really want to get it stopped. All right, back up a little bit here, see what we got. Pretty nasty. Let's see what we can do to it. You can see there's not a lot to do here other than cut out some flooring. I've probably got about 4 feet at least I need to cut out, rebrace, and put new decking on it. But this side here, we can stop it from rotting. See what we can do under this door. I can see rust on it. Oh, let's see what we can do over here. Yeah. All right, that we can put a little bit down that section there. Get that hinge good. A little bit on this hinge here. Stop the rust. Spot there. Let's do this seam, this joint here. We'll do this seam. Hopefully that's penetrating well enough to get in that crack there. That hinge is broke. I'm going to have to weld it. Okay, a little bit back here. These brushes I'm using are Harbor Freight chip brushes, what you use in machining. I'm on the Inside Track Club at Harbor Freight. They put them on sale. I think it was $9 and change for 30-something brushes. And at that price, you're not looking for some precision anyway. You use these a few times or once and toss it. Put a little bit in the seam where that joint is. And I mentioned Harbor Freight. I am not sponsored. I have 0 sponsors. Not enough people are looking at the channel to give me sponsorship. But I always mention, I even put it in the description, what I use. Not to get sponsors, but if I find a solution that works well for me, you know, you can take a look at it May not be what you're looking for, but I'm a firm believer in not reinventing the wheel. Share information, help people out. It's kind of what we do on the farm too. You need help on another farm, you drop what you're doing, go help somebody. I've had the same thing happen to me. I had a surgery a few years ago, umbilical hernia surgery, and I couldn't lift bags of feed for livestock, for chickens and all, and people just showed up without asking, especially after I had to go back in and get the infection cut out and half the mesh removed. But we try to look out for people in small communities, and I hope anyone in larger communities, larger cities, I know there's people in the UK that follow the channel, some from India, but look out for your neighbors, help each other out. You never know when it's going to be your turn. And on a larger scale, you know, I don't know a lot of you, but if I can show you something that helps me, maybe it helps you on a project, by all means, take it and run with it. As we like to say down here, my only request is pay it forward. Help somebody else. All right, I think this is going to be a stopping point tonight. I don't want to get you tied up in everything I'm doing on this, just highlights. I might do a little bit more, but it is starting to sunset. We had the time change this weekend, and it's cooling off, and I don't want to be doing this when it's too cold out here. But I hope everyone's having a great day. I appreciate you watching the videos. I appreciate every thumbs up I get. If you like it, please let us know. And by all means, please subscribe. You know, I know everything I do on the channel is not for everybody that's on the channel, but if there's something you like, subscribe. When it pops up, if you don't like it, just ignore it. If it's something you like, give us a thumbs up, and drop a comment occasionally. I appreciate that. That's it for tonight from Cedar Falls Farm. Take care.